I'm live, I'm live, I'm live. I know there is nobody here. There's no one here. And I don't go live often, but I'm going to be here. I'm going to stay here for maybe 30 minutes because I do want to stop going live. I just prefer a setup where I can share my screen, and I've not looked into how I'm going to do that yet. So once I figure that out, I'm definitely going to try and do more lives, actually doing live builds, because I don't know, I think it's good. I think it's nice to be able to talk to people about what we're building, and it's a really exciting time with AI. So to be able to try out these AI tools, there are so many tools on the market, and I get emails every single day from different tech AI companies that have a service that they want to share. So essentially, these tools are, I think they're coming to market a lot faster than people can adopt them. And most people seem to be struggling with marketing. And I think that's the biggest thing with these tools. We can build anything now for the first time in history. We can build anything, no barriers to entry. And I think what people are going to struggle with the most is marketing. So whether that's paid ads, SEO, influencer marketing, it looks like that's the biggest struggle right now. But looks like there's some people here now with this impromptu stream. So please say something in the chat. It'd be nice to speak to an actual person because, again, this is like my third or fourth live. I don't do this often, but I definitely would. I definitely would do this more once I can figure out how to share my screen and actually do some fun stuff. But my windsurf, my windsurf credits renew in about an hour and a half, and I'm going to start building some directory sites. I've already built two of them, so I've got like a template for how I want my sites to be. And my scraping, I've got this scraping system. So you can use different AI tools. I've shared it in my group, the no code agents. You can use different scraping libraries, and then you can use APIs. But I think loads of people are starting to build directories at the moment. I'm not sure why. I think they were really popular back in the day. I built one for my music site, and I had different uh, studios listed, and it done really well because I started ranking for different local studios. But for now, it seems like there's been like a very very popular movement of people building directory sites with these AI code tools. So, but what I'm noticing is a directory site, as I think that it's a lucrative business model if you can figure out different ways to monetize it. So if you are actually targeting the businesses, reaching out to them, offering a service to them, which is the route that I'm going down. So I can actually rank and then offer them a service on the back of it. But I think people are going to struggle with ranking directory sites if they are only scraping the same stuff on Google and then just putting that on the front end. So if you're not actually doing anything to ameliorate that data or deliver it in any special way, then what you're giving to the audience isn't any benefit. So I think loads of people are going to struggle, but directories are a good way to test out the AI code gen because the different levels required to get the site up and running. So if you start in something like Windsurf, then you're building out the front end, you're connecting to Supabase to store the data. And then on the front end, on the back end, sorry, you're still having to connect to Stripe to take payment if you are having businesses sign up to claim their business. So I think directories are a good way to practice, to test your skills in Lovable, Bolt.new, Windsurf, Cursor. But I definitely think people are going to struggle with actually getting those to rank. So that's why I talk a lot about dynamic content. So actually taking the data, so we can scrape all of this data, but taking the data and then getting the AI to deliver it in a different way. So you're not just copying the same content that's on Google and Yelp or all of those places. You're actually doing something with it, so you're actually providing value. But other than that, yeah, I'm just here. I'm just here trying to kill time before my Windsurf credits renew, because there's only so much I can do. I've been playing around with Cursor, but what I really want to do is continue building what I'm building in Windsurf. And as far as I know, Cursor doesn't have the memories feature that Windsurf does. Windsurf have Windsurf or Cascade memories, which I think that's an advanced way of giving it the data and letting it do the work. So when you give it a prompt and you're not having to consistently tell it, do this, do this, do this. I've only seen Windsurf do something like that, where you can tell it, you done a good job, save this as a memory, or you done something really bad, don't do it again. So until Bolt, Lovable, Cursor come up with a system like that, I think as much as Windsurf can be a pain, I think learning how to and mastering memories is, I think that's a good way to go if you're building something where you need to go into depth in the back end. People are coming and going, and no one's talking to me. There's nobody here in the chat. But it's fine. It's fine. I don't go live. I never go live, so I'm not even expecting anybody to be here. But I'm just gonna talk for a little bit longer. But if anybody does show up on the stream and wants to share what they're building, that would be nice. Loads of people in my community, in the no code agents community, are building directory sites. So that's why I first started talking about directory sites, because I built a bunch of them. And when I say a bunch, I built like 3 of them. And yeah, it's a good model, but you have to know what you're doing and you have to really niche down. And I think that's, with all of these SaaS tools that everybody's building, I think niching down is going to be the key to success in 2025 with all of these tools that we can now build. Because if you're going broad, it's very competitive. And also, if you don't have the capital to market, you're just going to be just left in the sea of all of these tools. So niching down is what I'd tell anybody who is trying to figure out if their idea is viable. Because if you can capture that smaller niche and come in with a solution, a real solution for their pain point, then you're going to be successful no matter what, even with a low budget, even with basic SEO. If you can connect with that niche audience, then you're going to be successful. But yeah, what do I have to share about Windsurf? Because even if nobody comes to talk to me on this stream, I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to leave it up. But I can share my screen. How do I do this? You'd think I am not tech savvy at all. I want to share my screen. Let's close that. We can close that and take that. Let's see. Can I share that? phone call. Might have to then. I'm trying to share my screen. Okay, am I still here? Yeah, I'm still there. Okay, so it was a lot easier than I thought. So this whole time I've been like avoiding doing live because I thought I couldn't share my screen, but I can. So this is somebody in my community shared this, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but I hadn't heard of Devin. Now I've heard of it, and I can see that it's a collaborative tool that companies use, and it's priced at $500 a month, which is on the expensive end of a tool. But what it's supposed to do is, let's go over it here. This is not it. This is somebody's made a Devin clone that you can add to Cursor and Windsurf. So again, I'm still yet to check this out. For $20, you can get the same or 80% of the features that Devin has. So if anybody knows what Devin is already, then you're going to be quite excited about this thing. But it says, where is it now? This is the blog post of it. It says, in the previous article, we discussed Devin, an agentic AI capable of fully automated programming compared to other agentic tools like Cursor and Windsurf. It has several core advantages, particularly process planning, self-evolution, expanded tool usage, and fully automated operation. This makes Devin appear to be a next-generation tool, setting itself apart from existing agentic AI tools. You can add it, you can see cursor rules everywhere. So you're supposed to be able to add some text to cursor rules or Windsurf rules, and it is supposed to allow your IDE to act like it has Devin installed, or like it's Devin. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out. I did want to do this on live, but again, I wasn't sure. I didn't know how easy it was to just like stream my screen. So I don't have everything set up. I've got to be careful of sensitive information and things like that. But I'm going to play around with this, and then I'm definitely going to do, if I can't do a stream on it, I'm definitely going to do a video on this, because if we can superpower Windsurf or Cursor even more than they already are with more agentic powers, then I think that's going to be very beneficial to most people. But it's open source, it's on GitHub. I'll put that in the description. Yeah, but so people share some really cool stuff in the community, and I'm grateful for that, because that's the whole point. This thing is so very new. So we're all still learning so much, and someone that's been in this 2 months longer than you, 3 months longer than you, has already been through 2-3 months of learning. So you can learn so much from masterminds, from groups where people are talking about this stuff and sharing this stuff. So communities are awesome for that. So people are coming and going. I got a thumbs up, which is cool, but nobody's talking to me. No one's talking. I've got a silent following here on YouTube, but again, that's fine. I can talk for hours. I'm not going to, but I can. Yeah, really and truly, I'm just waiting to go back on Windsurf and get back to building. I filmed two modules in my course, so I've got that to edit. I'm saying kill time as if I've got time to kill, but I really and truly, I just wanted to come on here, be live, and get used to doing lives. Now that I know I can share my screen with no issue, I'm going to be doing it a lot more. I don't know how to stop sharing the screen or switch to a different tab. Let me see. because as I was clicking over, I don't think it was actually changing. I don't think it was going over to different tabs as I was clicking over. Okay, no worries. Is that Ellen? Thank you for commenting. You see me over here on my own. But I'm about to go. But I will try and get back on soon. I'll try and get back on again. But until next time.